We've all been there, haven't we? Standing at the crossroads of our dreams, facing the daunting climb towards our aspirations. We feel the pull of our potential, the yearning for something more, but then doubt creeps in. Fear whispers in our ear, reminding us of past failures, of the arduous path ahead. We start to question ourselves. Do I have what it takes? Can I really achieve this? And in that moment of hesitation, the fire within us flickers, threatening to be extinguished by the chilling winds of uncertainty. But I'm here to tell you that fire, that spark of potential within you, is more resilient than you think. It's a flame that can withstand the fiercest storms, a force that can propel you to heights you never thought possible. It's a power that resides within each and every one of us, waiting to be unleashed. As Nelson Mandela so eloquently stated, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. I remember a story Eric Thomas once shared. He spoke of a young man brimming with talent, yet lacking the drive, the will to truly excel. Eric saw the potential, the raw, untapped power within him, but he also saw the hesitation, the self-doubt that held him back. He told the young man, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Those words, so simple yet so profound, encapsulate the very essence of what it takes to achieve greatness. It's not just about skill, about talent. It's about the burning desire, the unwavering commitment to your goals, the relentless pursuit of your dreams. We often encounter individuals who possess phenomenal skill, yet lack the will to fully utilize their gifts. They are the gifted artists who never finish their masterpieces, the brilliant musicians who never perform on stage, the talented athletes who never reach their full potential. They are trapped in a cycle of mediocrity, their dreams stifled by a lack of motivation, by the fear of failure, by the comfort of the familiar. As the renowned philosopher Seneca once said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. But opportunity without the will to seize it is like a ship without a sail, destined to remain anchored in the harbor of unfulfilled potential. The truth is, success is not a destination, it's a journey, it's a relentless pursuit, a constant striving for improvement, an unwavering commitment to growth. It's about pushing beyond our comfort zones, embracing the challenges, and learning from our mistakes. As Thomas Edison famously stated, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Failure is not the antithesis of success. It's a crucial component of. It's the crucible in which our character is forged, the testing ground where our resilience is strengthened. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, when the path ahead is smooth and clear. But what about when we encounter obstacles, when we face setbacks, when the road ahead seems dark and uncertain? That's when true character is revealed. That's when the fire within us is truly tested. As Winston Churchill so powerfully declared, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. The journey to success is not a solo expedition, it's a team effort. Surround yourself with individuals who believe in you, who support your dreams, who challenge you to version and become the best version of yourself. Seek out mentors, those who have navigated the path before you, who can offer guidance, wisdom, and encouragement. As the African proverb states, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Remember the story of the student who, despite facing academic challenges, refused to give up on his dream of graduating. He faced numerous obstacles, bureaucratic hurdles, and the skepticism of his teachers. But he persevered, driven by an unwavering will to succeed, fueled by the promise he made to his grandmother. He knew that he couldn't let her down, couldn't break the promise he made. He ran all over campus, gathering documents, filling out forms, jumping through hoops, refusing to be deterred by the complexities of the system. And on that glorious day of graduation, he stood tall, a testament to the power of perseverance, a living embodiment of the indomitable human spirit. His story is a powerful reminder that success is not about inherent talent or privilege. It's about grit, determination, and unwavering belief in oneself. It's about refusing to surrender to the voices of doubt and fear, about pushing through the challenges, and about never giving up on your dreams, no matter how audacious they may seem. So many of us live our lives with a safety net, a fallback plan, a comfort zone that we retreat to when the going gets tough. We cling to the familiar, to the security of the known, afraid to venture into the unknown, to embrace the risks that come with pursuing our dream. But I ask you, what is life without a little risk, without a little adventure? As Helen Keller so wisely observed, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. The safety net, while seemingly comforting, can also be a trap, a barrier that prevents us from reaching our full potential. It lulls us into a false sense of security, preventing us from taking the necessary leaps of faith, from embracing the challenges that will ultimately lead us to growth and transformation. It's time to dismantle the net, to embrace the vulnerability that comes with stepping into the unknown, to trust in our ability to navigate the challenges and to soar to heights we never thought possible. It's not about having all the answers, about possessing phenomenal skill or innate talent. It's about having the courage to ask questions, to seek knowledge, to learn from our mistakes, and to keep moving forward one step at a time. As the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates proclaimed, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Embrace the unknown, be open to new experiences, and never stop learning, growing, and evolving. The world is waiting to witness your greatness, to see the unique contributions that only you can make. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt extinguish the fire within you. Embrace the challenges, learn from your mistakes, and never ever give up on your dream. The power to achieve greatness resides within you. Unleash it. The time is now. The journey begins with a single step. Take it. I can, I will, I must unleash your inner potential. Have you ever felt that burning ember within, that yearning for something more? Welcome to Motivational, the channel dedicated to igniting that fire and empowering you to become the architect of your own extraordinary life. Today, we delve into the potent trifecta that fuels our journey towards greatness. I can, I will, I must. These words aren't just a mantra, they are the very lifeblood of our journey. They are the whispers of courage in the face of doubt, the roars of resilience against adversity, the steady drumbeat of determination pushing us forward even when our legs tremble with fatigue. They are the keys that unlock our dormant potential, the engine that propels us toward our true selves. We are living in a world saturated with noise, a cacophony of distractions vying for our attention. It's a world where instant gratification beckons at every corner, where the path of least resistance whispers sweet temptations in our ears. It's a world that can lull us into complacency, trick us into believing that fleeting pleasures are a worthy substitute for lasting fulfillment. But within each of us resides a fire, a burning ember yearning to ignite. We all possess a reservoir of untapped power, an ocean of possibilities waiting to be explored. The question is, are we willing to stoke that fire? Are we brave enough to dive into the unknown depths of our potential? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The construction of a towering skyscraper commences with the laying of the first brick. Similarly, the transformation of our dreams into tangible reality starts with a simple decision, a firm resolve to embrace the I can mentality. We must believe with unshakable conviction that we are capable of achieving greatness, that the seeds of extraordinary potential lie dormant within us, waiting to be nurtured and cultivated. We must discard the shackles of self-doubt, silence the inner critic that whispers negativity in our ears, and embrace the boundless possibilities that await us. Believing is only the beginning. It's the spark that ignites the engine, but it's action that propels us forward. We must move beyond the realm of thought and into the arena of doing. Our will is the bridge between intention and execution, the force that transforms our aspirations into concrete steps. It's the unwavering commitment to show up day after day, even when the road ahead seems daunting, even when motivation wanes and fatigue sets in. Imagine the alligator, powerful and ferocious, capable of felling even the king of the jungle. Yet it becomes vulnerable after a meal, lulled into a state of complacency. Let us not become like the satiated alligator, resting on our laurels after achieving a small measure of success. The world is a dynamic landscape, constantly evolving and demanding that we evolve with it. We cannot afford to become complacent, to become satisfied with the crumbs of accomplishment when a feast of possibilities awaits us. We must maintain a hunger for growth, an insatiable thirst for knowledge, an unyielding drive to push beyond our perceived limitations. What have we eaten that has made us so full? What accomplishment has quenched a thirst for more? Have we truly achieved the pinnacle of our potential? Or have we simply paused at a comfortable plateau, afraid to ascend further? Let us examine our hearts, confront our fears, and rekindle the fire that once burned so brightly within us. The journey towards our greatest selves is a continuous climb, an ongoing process of evolution and refinement. There is no finish line, no final destination. The true reward lies in the relentless pursuit of excellence, the constant striving to become a better version of ourselves. I must is the bedrock of our perseverance, the anchor that keeps us grounded when the storms of adversity rage around us. It is the unwavering voice within that reminds us why we embarked on this journey in the first place. Think of the people who depend on us, the loved ones who believe in us, the dreams that flicker like flames within our souls. You think of the mother-in-law who, facing a grim prognosis, refused to surrender. Her must wasn't just about survival, it was about witnessing her grandchildren's triumphs, about leaving a legacy of love and resilience. Her spirit reminds us that the human will is an indomitable force capable of defying even the bleakest of circumstances. When we are tempted to hit the snooze button on our dreams, let the voices of our loved ones resonate louder than our own internal resistance. Let their belief in us fuel our determination. Let their love propel us forward even when we feel like giving up. Who are we doing this for? For ourselves, yes, but also for the people who inspire us, for the generations yet to come. There will be days when fatigue whispers seductively in our ears, days when doubt clouds our vision and discouragement threatens to derail our progress. On those days, we must remember the faces of those we love, recall their unwavering belief in us, and draw strength from the depth of our commitment. We must remember that sleep is a fleeting reprieve, while the pursuit of our dreams is a legacy that will endure. We are ordinary people undertaking extraordinary feats. We are forging our own, defying expectations, and rewriting the narratives of our lives. We are a collective of dreamers united by a shared vision of a brighter future. We are the architects of our own destinies, the authors of our own stories. Let us not just exist. Let us live with purpose and intention. Let us embrace the challenges that lie ahead, knowing that they are the crucible in which our character is forged. Let us celebrate our victories, no matter how small, for they are the milestones marking our progress along the path to greatness. The next 100 days are a blank canvas upon which we can paint the masterpiece of our aspirations. Let us approach each day with renewed vigor, with unwavering determination, and with the unwavering belief that we must achieve our dreams. Let the world bear witness to the power of our collective will, to the symphony of our triumphs, to the enduring legacy of I can, I will, I must. Now, let us rise and embrace the extraordinary journey that awaits us. No days to waste. Let's talk honestly about something we all grapple with: effort. Real, honest, gut-wrenching effort. How much are you truly putting in and day out? Are you coasting at 60%? Content with a steady 80%? Or are you burning with that fire, that unwavering 120% commitment to squeezing every drop out of life? Because let me tell you something, life isn't about existing, it's about thriving. It's about pushing past the comfortable, the familiar, and reaching for something extraordinary. It's about staring down the face of mediocrity and declaring war. It's about choosing to be a warrior, not a worrier. Think about it. How many of us are sleepwalking through our days, letting precious moments slip through our fingers like grains of sand? We tell ourselves we're tired, we're busy, we'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes, does it? The truth is, we're often not tired, we're uninspired. We're not busy, we're avoiding the hard work of pursuing our true potential. We've all been there, trapped in the quicksand of complacency, watching our dreams fade into the distance. We know we're capable of more, but fear holds us back. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. We cling to the illusion of safety, trading our passion for predictability. But what if we could break free from those chains? What if we could unleash the dormant power within us, the power to create a life beyond our wildest imaginations, the power to leave an indelible mark on the world? It starts with a decision to no longer accept the status quo, a decision to reject mediocrity and embrace the extraordinary, a decision to rise above the noise and listen to the whispers of our own hearts, the whispers that tell us we are destined for greatness. This isn't about some magical transformation. It's about grit. It's about the daily grind, the relentless pursuit of our goals, even when we don't feel like it. It's about pushing past the pain, the exhaustion, the self-doubt, and choosing to show up even when every fiber of our being screams for surrender. Because the truth is, success isn't handed to us on a silver platter. It's earned through sweat, tears, and unwavering determination. It's forged in the fires of adversity and tempered by the lessons of failure. Imagine a blacksmith hammering away at a piece of raw iron. Each strike of the hammer, each burst of heat molds and shapes the metal, transforming it into something beautiful and strong. Our lives are no different. The challenges we face, the setbacks we endure, are the very forces that shape us, refine us, and ultimately reveal our true potential. But transformation requires sacrifice. It demands that we let go of the things that hold us back, the distractions, the bad habits, the negative influences. It requires that we prioritize our dreams, even if it means making difficult choices. Think about the relationships in your life. Are they lifting you higher or dragging you down? Are they fueling your fire or extinguishing your flame? Sometimes the hardest choices are the most necessary. Sometimes we have to walk away from the familiar to create space for the extraordinary. This isn't about abandoning the people we love. It's about choosing ourselves, about honoring our potential, and creating a life that aligns with our values. It's about understanding that we are the architects of our own destiny. We hold the blueprint in our hands, the power to design and build a life that reflects our deepest desires. But what does that look like in practice? It starts with small steps, small victories that build momentum. It's about waking up a little earlier, working a little harder, pushing ourselves a little further each day. It's about celebrating the small wins, acknowledging our progress, and refusing to give up on ourselves. It's about finding our rhythm, our own unique way of showing up in the world. It's about embracing our strengths, acknowledging our weaknesses, and constantly striving for growth. It's about cultivating a mindset of abundance, believing that we are worthy of success, that we deserve to live a life filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. Because the truth is, we all have something special to offer the world. We all have a unique gift, a talent, a passion that burns within us. It's our responsibility to nurture that flame, to fan the embers until they ignite into a roaring inferno. Don't let fear hold you captive. Don't let self-doubt whisper lies in your ear. Don't let the opinions of others dictate your path. You are capable of more than you can imagine. You have the power to create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. But you have to choose. You have to choose to show up, to put in the work, to embrace the grind. You have to choose to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. Because the world needs your gifts. It needs your passion, your creativity, your unique perspective. Don't deprive the world of your brilliance. Don't let your dreams wither and die. Wake up, stand up, fight for what you believe in. Embrace the challenge, embrace the unknown. Embrace the possibility of becoming the best version of yourself. Because time is precious, life is fleeting, we have no days to waste. So let us live with intention, with purpose, with passion. Let us make every moment count. Let us leave a legacy that inspires generations to come. Are you ready to rise? Are you ready to claim your power? Are you ready to create a life that is nothing short of extraordinary? The choice is yours. Choose wisely, choose boldly, choose to live a life that is truly your own. Fuel your body, mind, workout motivation for peak performance. Your mouth is a creative weapon. It's not a tool for distributing excuses. The first sign of a loser is an excuse. Champions take full responsibility, good or bad, for their outcomes. The world, one time what you're going to, and that's it. Spend less time talking and more time grinding. Think like a champion. Speak like a champion and then walk it out. Grind 120 all day, every day. Stop making excuses. Champions make adjustments, not excuses. Every time you justify being average, you invited an enemy. Mediocrity is a dream killer. Your trainer, your teacher, your foes is not the problem. It's your consistency. You got to make a decision. How bad do you want it? Average is on the left. Success is on the right. You got to choose which one you want. A champion's work doesn't officially begin until pain arrives. You see, greatness is right on the other side of pain. So what are you running from it for? You say you want to be successful, then push through it. Stop making excuses and go get it. Very few battles are won under ideal circumstances. So you got to simulate and practice the unknown so that the unexpected will not derail you every morning. When you get up, ask yourself, how can I put myself in a place where I'll be uncomfortable? See, you have to master the unknown. You've got to master your fears. You've got to master the unexpected. So when it happens, you are prepared. Champions can push through and keep going with everyone else around. They have immersed themselves in pain so often that they have become immune to it. Greatness is on the other side of pain. Go get it. The more you expose yourself to pain, the more comfortable you will become in its presence. A champion's workout doesn't officially start until pain arrives. Everything else is just a warm up. A boxer can be the best technician in the world, but if he gets in the ring and the first time he gets hit, he falls apart. He's not going to be a champion, I tell you that. See, in life is just like that with us. We're good until we get hit in the face. But what separates champions from the rest is when they get hit, they keep coming. When you hit them a second time, they get strong. And by that third time that life hits you and you're still standing, the world will know. There's a champion in the ring. How bad do you want to be successful? Do you want it bad enough to get hit in the face? Because I tell you right now, that's what life's going to do to you. It's going to hit you when you least expect it. When you got your guard down, how will you respond? Refuse to let the world break you. Show life what a champion looks like. I'm Billy Allsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. What kind of life do you want to live? Success is a choice. It's a decision that only you can make for you. First comes the choice, then comes the commitment. Are you willing to commit to doing what it takes to go where you want to go? A lot of people say they want to be successful, but they struggle and they stumble on that commitment part. A lot of times, the only way we will make that commitment is we have to hit rock bottom. We have to get so sick and tired of feeling the way we do before we'll ever take the action needed to crawl up out of that pit. I think you're ready. I think you're ready and you wouldn't be listening to me right now. I think you know that you have greatness on the inside of you and you just need somebody to speak over your life, and that's what I'm going to do. Right now, I speak greatness over you, a rise champion. I'm speaking to somebody out there. The reason you feel so uncomfortable on the inside is because you know you're not being the best version of you that you can be. That discomfort is trying to move you from where you're at to where you belong. Your destiny is greatness. And you know, this on the inside, and that voice just keeps on calling. And you're never going to have the peace until you go become who you are supposed to be. Now we're going to set this change in motion for you right now. I want you to say this with me. I want you to say this out loud. I am ready to change my life. I am willing and committed to going all in and fully committed to doing the things that it takes to become the person I was meant to be. And that starts right now. All excuses stop right now. I will not, from this point forward, point the blame at anybody else for my own destiny. I will take responsibility for who I want to be. I will get up every day and work toward that person that I know that I am on the inside. I pledge with all my actions allegiance, I will search deep down inside for a why that will allow me to run through walls with it, because I will not be denied. Champions put in place the habits and daily rituals that manufacture success. They push themselves constantly to the point of pain, and by refusing to tap out to that pain, they eventually give birth to greatness. Pain. There's no match for a real champion. The legends understand to be a winner. One must be comfortable at being uncomfortable. The dark, the unknown, the fears that stop each and every one of us must be faced and faced alone. For the more we go through the fire, the more refined we become. Those struggles, trials, and tribulations, they mold and shape us. Prepare us for the calling and events to come. We learn to perform under stress, under duress, and without hesitation. Because perfect practice consistently makes one perfect all the time. The inner standard of a champion sets them apart from the masses, the wannabes, and the uncommitted. Legends refuse to settle for mediocrity. For them, being average is the plague and totally unacceptable. Champions go all in all the time, not just on game day. When the practice is over for the team, the work for the champion just begins. They understand the process and what is required to be elite, to be great, to be the best. It requires obsession, passion, focus, and an unbelievable work ethic. Sweat becomes the friend of the one persistent. Success is available to anybody that is willing to work for it. Success can only be bought with the currency of hard work. And champions refuse to concede to anything less than leaving every ounce of themselves on the practice field. The weight room, the classroom, whatever champions do, they carry that same inner standard of greatness with them. They don't turn it on and off depending on where they're at. It is constant. They never enter an environment without it. To stand next to them is to be infected. Their commitment inspires, strengthens, and impacts everyone who comes in contact with them. They are the leaders not by word, but by actions. They set the example for their teammates and exemplify the message. Blessed and unstoppable. They've adopted the same mindset of the ones who held up the championship trophies before them. And they continue to carry the torch so that the standard is never forgotten. Pain, defeat, and rejection are scared to come near these supermen who conquer loss with a vengeance. They fight, claw, and scratch until every second runs off the clock. Failure is not an option for them. They never quit, never concede, and never give up. Champions become phenomenal by mastering the basics day in and day out. They do the little things. Well, they take nothing for granted. They take no shortcuts. They do it the right way all day, every day, or they don't do it at all. The grades are so focused that they become immune to all distractions, and by discipline in their mind, they stay ready for the opportunity. And when that opportunity comes, they seize it with hunger. They feed on competition, chew on hard work, and drink sweat for replenishment. Only the strongest survive. This is the survival of the fittest. Most people are too comfortable with being good to ever be great. Easy is the breeding ground for complacency, and champions notice, therefore they smash all traces of it from their life. They shut the door to anyone who shows average mercy. When vision procreates with hard work, dreams become a reality, and to give up is to commit abortion on the life one could have had. Winning requires understanding every aspect that you're in the best way to. Do that is to look in the mirror. It's you versus you. How bad do you want it? Do you want to be a champion? Do you really want to be a champion? A champion in all walks of life, every area. Let your grind, your work ethic, your execution speak for you. See, champions, no, there is no all season. No, all season is the season. And this is the same, not just in sports, but in business, in relationships, in your spiritual life. We've all heard the saying, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. But what does that truly mean? It's more than just a catchy phrase. It's a raw, visceral understanding of desire, a burning hunger that fuels every fiber of your being. It's the kind of hunger that pushes an 8-year-old girl to dream of moving her mother to a safer neighborhood, a dream born not of childish whimsy, but of a deep, inherent understanding of the struggles surrounding her. That little girl with a wisdom beyond her years encapsulates the essence of what it means to want something so badly it becomes your life's mission. And that, my friends, is the starting point of a winning mindset. It's about identifying that deep-seated yearning within you, that thing that gets you out of bed in the morning, that thing that keeps you going when the world throws its inevitable punches. It's about finding your why. The driving force that propels you forward, the reason you're willing to fight tooth and nail for your dreams. Think about Russell Westbrook. The man is a force of nature on the court. 42 triple-doubles, MVP caliber performance, unrelenting energy. He doesn't just play basketball, he attacks it with a primal intensity that leaves you breathless. He embodies the lion mentality, focused, relentless, and ready to pounce on any opportunity. But the lion mentality isn't just about aggression, it's about preparation, about honing your skills, about constantly pushing yourself to be better. It's about that lioness patiently waiting, observing, preparing for the perfect moment to strike. It's about the hours of unseen practice, the sacrifices made when no one is watching, the unwavering commitment to your craft. And that's what separates the gazelles from the lions. Gazelles run, they flee, they react to the circumstances around them, they live in a constant state of fear, always looking over their shoulders, never truly in control of their destiny. They represent complacency, fear, and the acceptance of mediocrity. In gazelle mode, you're reactive, not proactive. You're surviving, not thriving. You're letting life happen to you instead of making life happen for you. Think about Kevin Durant leaving Oklahoma City for Golden State, a move that shocked the NBA world, a move that cut deep, especially for Westbrook. But what did Westbrook do? He didn't wallow in self-pity. He didn't let the betrayal define him. He channeled that pain, that disappointment, and turned it into fuel. He looked his former teammate in the eyes and said, "You did this to me." Not out of malice, but out of a fierce determination to prove himself, to rise above the adversity, to become even stronger. That's the lion mentality. It's about taking ownership of your life, your circumstances, your successes, and your failures. It's about recognizing the setbacks, acknowledging the pain, but refusing to let it hold you back. It's about using those experiences as stepping stones, as catalysts for growth, as fuel for the fire burning within. You see, the lion doesn't concern itself with the opinions of sheep. It doesn't let the doubts of others diminish its roar. It doesn't allow fear to paralyze its actions. The lion knows its own strength, its own capabilities, and it refuses to be limited by the perceptions of others. How many times have you been told you can't do something? How many times have you allowed the limitations of others to become your own? How many times have you let fear hold you back from pursuing your dreams? We all have baggage. We all have past hurts, past failures, past experiences that weigh us down, but we cannot allow those things to define us. We cannot let the ghosts of our past haunt our present and sabotage our future. As Westbrook says, some of why y'all holding on to stuff you shouldn't be holding on to. It should be dead to you. Holding on to resentment, anger, and disappointment is like carrying around a heavy backpack filled with rocks. It slows you down, it drains your energy, it prevents you from moving forward with the speed and agility you need to succeed. So what do we do with that baggage? We bury it. We have a funeral for it. We let it go. We forgive, not for them, but for ourselves. We release the negativity that's holding us back and open ourselves up to the possibilities that lie ahead. This isn't about forgetting what happened. It's about choosing to no longer be defined by it. It's about shifting our focus from the past to the present, from the pain to the potential. It's about recognizing that we have the power to choose how we respond to adversity, the power to create our own narrative, the power to shape our own destiny. I forget those things which are behind, and I press towards the thing which is before. Westbrook reminds us. Pressing forward requires action. It requires stepping outside of your comfort zone, taking risks, and embracing the unknown. It requires a relentless pursuit of your goals, an unwavering commitment to your vision, and a willingness to put in the work, even when it's hard, even when you're tired, even when you want to give up. It requires operating in lion mode. Lion mode isn't a switch you flip on and off. It's a mindset, a way of being. It's about cultivating a deep sense of self-belief, an unwavering confidence in your abilities, and an unshakable determination to achieve your goals. It's about being proactive, not reactive. It's about taking control of your life and creating the future you desire. It's about being hungry, hungry for success, hungry for growth, hungry for life. So I ask you, what are you hungry for? What is that burning desire within you that's waiting to be unleashed? What is that dream that keeps you up at night, that whispers to you in the quiet moments, that begs to be brought to life? Find your why, embrace the lion within, and go out there and create the life you were born to live. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anyone tell you you can't, because when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then and only then will you truly be successful. The power is within you. Unleash it. Roar. Have you ever felt a burning desire, a yearning so deep it consumes you, a hunger for something more, something beyond the horizon of your current reality? That, my friends, is the spark of potential, the fire within waiting to be ignited. We are not merely talking about motivation today. We are talking about igniting a revolution within yourselves, a revolution of action, perseverance, and unwavering belief in your own power. Imagine a vast, uncharted territory within you, teeming with possibilities, brimming with untapped strength and unrealized dreams. The key to unlocking this hidden landscape, the key to realizing your full potential lies within your grasp, the raw, untamed power of motivation. We often stand in awe of the accomplishments of others, sometimes dismissing their success as luck, good fortune, or circumstance. But what truly separates those who achieve greatness from those who merely dream is not some magical formula, some secret ingredient, but the burning fire of motivation that fuels their every step, the relentless pursuit of their goals, the unwavering belief in their ability to overcome any obstacle. This fire, this driving force is not exclusive to the chosen few. It resides within each and every one of us, waiting to be unleashed. Motivation is the engine that drives us, the fuel that propels us forward. It's the force that pushes us to get out of bed in the morning, to strive for excellence in all that we do, to persevere even when the odds are stacked against us, when the road ahead seems dark and treacherous. It's the defining difference between passively dreaming of a better life and actively building one brick by brick that day. It's the catalyst that transforms wishful thinking into concrete action, turning dreams into tangible realities. What fuels this powerful engine, this internal combustion of the human spirit? It's a complex interplay of factors, a deep-seated, almost primal desire for growth and self-improvement, a clearly defined vision of the future we wish to create, and the unwavering determination to overcome any challenge, any obstacle that stands in our way. It's the hunger to learn, to expand our knowledge and understanding of the world around us, the passion to create, to bring our unique visions to life, and the courage to step outside our comfort zones, to embrace the unknown, to venture into the uncharted territories of our own potential. Reflect for a moment on the times you felt truly motivated, the times you felt that fire burning within you, propelling you forward with an unstoppable force. What was it that ignited that spark? Was it a personal goal, a burning desire to prove yourself to the world, or perhaps a deep-seated need to make a difference, to leave your mark on the world? Whatever the source, that motivation propelled you to action, empowering you to push beyond your perceived limitations and achieve something extraordinary, something you never thought possible. Motivation is not merely about fleeting feelings of inspiration or enthusiasm. It's about translating those feelings into tangible action, into concrete steps towards your goals. It's about consistently showing up day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it, even when the motivation wanes and the challenges seem insurmountable. Because the journey towards greatness, the path to achieving your full potential, is not paved with ease and comfort. It is paved with perseverance, dedication, and unwavering commitment. Motivation isn't a fleeting emotion, a temporary surge of energy. It's a sustained commitment to the journey, a relentless pursuit of your goals, even in the face of adversity, setbacks, and inevitable failures. It's about understanding that challenges are not roadblocks, but rather stepping stones, opportunities for growth and learning. It's about developing the resilience to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and continue moving forward with renewed determination, with an even stronger resolve to succeed. Remember the story of the woman diagnosed with MC, facing debilitating pain and fatigue, a daily battle against her own body? She could have easily succumbed to despair, retreated into the shadows of her illness. But fueled by an unwavering love for her daughter and a burning desire to set an example of resilience, she chose a different path. She pushed through the pain, showing up to work day after day, not just to earn a living, but to model the power of perseverance, the indomitable spirit of the human will. She refused to let her illness define her. She chose to define herself by her strength, her courage, and her unwavering commitment to her family. Her story is not just a tale of individual triumph. It's a powerful testament to the human spirit's incredible capacity to overcome adversity, to find strength in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. It's a resounding reminder that true strength lies not in avoiding the inevitable trials and tribulations of life, but in facing them head on with unwavering determination, with an unyielding belief in our ability to persevere. It's about embracing the obstacles, not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth, knowing that they are the very stepping stones that will lead us to our ultimate destination. Motivation is not some grand, abstract concept reserved for the elite few. It's a practical tool, a powerful force that we can cultivate and integrate into our daily lives, into every aspect of our being. It's about making conscious choices, adopting positive habits, and consistently taking small, deliberate steps towards our goals, one day at a time. It's about building a foundation of positive momentum, one brick at a time, until we reach the summit of our aspirations. Begin by identifying your why, your core purpose, your driving force. What is it that truly motivates you, that ignites that fire within your soul? What are you truly passionate about? What impact do you want to make on the world, on the lives of those around you? Once you have a clear understanding of your purpose, of your why, you can begin to align your actions with your values and goals, creating a synergy that will propel you forward with unstoppable force. Develop a routine, a daily structure that supports your goals, that nurtures your motivation. This could include setting aside dedicated time for learning, for acquiring new skills, for practicing your craft, or for working towards a personal project that sets your soul on fire. Break down large, seemingly overwhelming goals into smaller, more manageable steps, creating a roadmap for success that you can follow one step at a time. And most importantly, celebrate your progress along the way, no matter how small it may seem, recognizing and acknowledging the small victories that pave the path to greater achievements. Surround yourself with positive influences, with people who inspire you, who challenge you to grow, who support your journey without judgment or reservation. Connect with individuals who believe in your potential, who see the greatness within you, even when you struggle to see it yourself. Seek out mentors, individuals who have walked the path before you, who can offer guidance, encouragement, and invaluable wisdom gleaned from their own experiences. Goals provide direction and focus. They are the compass that guides us through the turbulent waters of life, the beacon that illuminates our path forward. They give us something to strive for, something to measure our progress against, a tangible representation of our aspirations. Without clear goals, we are like ships adrift at sea, tossed about by the ever-changing winds of circumstance with no clear destination in sight. Take the time to define your goals, to articulate your aspirations. What do you want to achieve in your career, your relationships, your personal life? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Write down your goals, make them specific and measurable, and create a detailed plan of action that will guide you towards their realization. But goals alone are not enough. We also need a strong why, a compelling reason, a deep-seated purpose that fuels our motivation and sustains us through the inevitable challenges and setbacks that we will encounter along the way. Ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? What impact will achieving it have on my life and the lives of others? What difference will it make in the world? The time for action is not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. The time for action is now. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect circumstances, for they may never come. Start where you are with what you have and take that first step, however small it may seem. Embrace the challenges, knowing that they are not roadblocks, but rather opportunities for growth, the very crucible in which greatness is forged. I challenge you today, not just to listen to these words, but to embody them, to internalize them, and to translate them into concrete action. I challenge you to step outside your comfort zone, to push beyond your self-imposed limitations, and to unleash the untapped potential that resides within you, waiting to be discovered. Don't be afraid to fail, for failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary stepping stone on the path towards achieving it. It is through our failures, through our mistakes, that we learn, that we grow, that we become stronger, more resilient, and more determined than ever before. The journey may be long and arduous, fraught with challenges and setbacks, but the rewards, both intrinsic and extrinsic, are immeasurable. The fire within you, the spark of your potential, is waiting to be ignited. Embrace it, nurture it, fan the flames of your passion, and let it guide you towards a life of purpose, fulfillment, and unwavering belief in your own power. The world is waiting to witness your greatness, to see the unique contributions that only you can make. Now go out there and make it happen. The power is within you. Unleash it. All kinds of different ways to break. You can break physically, you can break mentally, you can break your heart, you can break your spirit, and none of those are fun, and all of those are gonna leave a mark. But the mark that they leave can be the mark of victory, or it can be the mark of defeat. But there's also opportunity. There's opportunity to get stronger and get smarter and get faster and get tougher and get more stable and get more resilient and get better. When you break, you have the opportunity to show the world, the whole world, what you are really made of. In the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you will realize is that you are more powerful than you could ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you are greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim. It will not be easy. Start each day with a task completed. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and easy, and that you will fail often, but if you take some risks, step up on the times you're the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generations that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better. I want to be the best Bill. Fine. How badly do you want it? You've got to pay a price to be the best. The best pay a big price. You've got to work harder. You've got to commit more. You've got to take more responsibility. You've got to deal with more ups and downs. If we can deal with that question, how much do you want it to suffer? Be fearless. Be fearless. The best way to fight the demons that chase you in the night is to stop and turn around. I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone. The biggest risk to your future isn't your competition. It's the distractions you insist on keeping in your life rather than doing the things you know you should be doing but aren't. People delay doing things they don't like for longer than it takes to do them. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself, you just don't. And that's what you need to really research is, man, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself. You got 1 month left of the year. Now, are you going to take this moment, actually write down your goals and actually take action before the year is over? Or are you going to wait until January 1st for a magical list of resolutions to appear and for you to achieve them with ease for the next year? I don't think you know what the right answer is. You have to take action no matter what time of the year it is, no matter what day it is. Every single day gone by is an opportunity that passes, so you might as well. Take the time before the year ends to go and put in the effort. No one wants to die, even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. Death is the destination. We all share, no one has ever escaped it, and that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. What do you actually control in this life? Because you know everybody will tell you that you've got to focus on the things that you control and not worry about the things that you don't. But what do you actually control? What does that actually even mean? And I'm here to tell you it is a lot more simple than you actually even know, because it is nothing more than your thoughts, your actions, and your emotions. And your emotions. Every single thing that you control is one of those three. Every single person that I have ever heard of, ever, that has built something amazing, delayed gratification for as long as possible, and also was very tired. Okay, we have people talking about how tired they are. I told her I'm tired. That's a prerequisite success. Every single thing that has ever been built, every single accomplishment that's ever been accomplished, every single thing that is worth mentioning in the history of Earth was built by people who were tired. So everyone that's out there grinding, working, everyone out there working hard and listening to this and just trying to get yourself a little bit better you today than you were yesterday. As you meet struggles and as you struggle to stay on the path, first of all, remember, you don't have to fight alone. Reach out to your comrades in arms, call for fire support when you need it. We win wars because we stick together, and when we stick together, we can overcome any enemy and the struggles that you face when they do try to flank you. Do what a soldier does, turn into the ambush, turn toward the enemy fire and attack. You never leave something, always go to something. If you're leaving something, you're constantly turning around and, well, I wonder how it was, and I wonder where they are, and wonder what they're doing, and I wonder what they're thinking. But the moment that you go something, wherever you're going, it fills your life with passion and focus. Strength is the only path to respect, and weakness has always been a choice. The choice made in the small decisions and the comfortable excuses, and then the refusal to confront hard truths. But here's the thing, the world doesn't care about your excuses. Never have, and it never will. Since the dawn of human existence, there's been one universal law that's remained unbroken. Only the strong are respected, but somehow in today's world, we've lost sight of this truth. Society loves to tell you that mediocrity is acceptable, that settling is normal, that your lack of drive and discipline is something to be excused, even celebrated. But let me tell you something most people will never say. This is a lie. Weakness has never been respected. Not in history, not in nature. And it's remarkable to me how many men walk through this world without even realizing the weight of this truth. They convince themselves that their laziness, their lack of discipline, their mediocrity is invisible. But it's not. So ask yourself, is this the legacy you want to leave? Is this how you want to be remembered? As someone who gave up? As someone who settled? Strength isn't just about physical power. It's about your mindset. It's about how you approach life, how you face challenges, how you respond to failure. A strong man doesn't run from discomfort. He embraces it. He understands that growth comes from pain, from struggle, from pushing beyond your limits. A strong man doesn't make excuses. He takes responsibility for his actions, for his choices, for his life. He doesn't blame others for his circumstances. He looks in the mirror and owns it. A strong man doesn't settle. He doesn't accept mediocrity. He's always striving, always improving, always moving forward. And here's the thing. Strength isn't about perfection. It's about progress, about showing up every day and doing the work, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Challenge yourself, set goals that scare you, step out of your comfort zone. And when you fail, because you will fail, don't quit. Learn from it, grow from it, use it as fuel to keep going. Remember, strength isn't something you're born with, it's something you earn. It's a process, a journey, and it never ends. The choice is yours, but remember this, the world doesn't owe you anything. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for permission. I wasn't going through Navy SEAL training. It's one thing I told myself. I wanted to quit every single day, but many dreams died while suffering. And many of us out here have suffered. And when you're suffering, I'm not talking about this physically. I'm talking about emotionally, spiritually. It could be a relationship. When you're suffering, you give up on the very things that you wanted the most. When I was going through pararescue, I wanted to be a pararescue man so bad, but that water haunting. So when the suffering got too much, my dream died, and pretty much I almost died with it. If I didn't find Navy SEALs and getting past that hump and overcoming my demons and facing my demons every day, I would have never been up here today. You can't outrun your demons. They'll always know where you're hiding. Trust me at that. And I'm in with this. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. You don't achieve worthwhile goals quickly or easily. They take time. They take struggle. They take relentless pursuit day in and day out. That's what it takes. But also, things don't usually fall apart quickly either. That's the thing. Success and failure are generally slow processes. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second, because those seconds, they turn into minutes. Minutes turn into hours, and hours turn into days, and days turn into years. Study yourself, make yourself better. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Learn from her. Don't change who you are to become somebody else. Think about the time that you spend in your life trying to be somebody you're not. If you put that time and effort and energy into being who you were and who you are, how much farther along would you be in life? Biggest enemy is your uncontrolled mind. Observe, but don't absorb. Love, but don't depend. Want, but don't need. Feel, but don't dwell. Understand that you'll always have problems. Learn to enjoy life while still solving them. Happiness is not about getting all you want. It is about enjoying all you have. Just a little reminder, because I haven't said it in a while. You're doing good. You're doing a lot better than you think you are. You've come a long way, and a lot of people are very jealous of where you are. One of those people being you from a different stage in your life. Stop being so down on yourself, but you're not where somebody else is. You're where you are, and it's a lot better than where you are. Set the standard, powerful, motivational speech for success. Have you ever stopped amidst the daily hustle to truly consider what you want your life to represent? Beyond the immediate pressures, beyond the fleeting distractions, what legacy do you want to etch into the fabric of time? We often get so caught up in the day-to-day that we lose sight of the bigger picture. We forget to ask ourselves the fundamental question, what standard do I want to set for my life? We're not guaranteed tomorrow. This isn't a dress rehearsal. This is it. The one shot we have to make our mark. And understanding the finite nature of our existence should be the most powerful motivator of all. It should ignite a burning desire within us to extract the maximum value from every precious moment, to live with intention, to build a life that resonates with purpose and meaning. My journey started on the streets. Homeless, lost. Just another statistic waiting to happen. Many of the guys I grew up with in Detroit, their stories didn't unfold the same way as mine. Not because they lacked talent or potential, but because they lacked direction. They didn't have a compass. They hadn't set a standard. I was fortunate. Someone extended a hand, offered guidance, and showed me the power of defining a standard. This wasn't about achieving external accolades. It was about cultivating internal values. It was about establishing a benchmark for my own actions, decisions, and character. For me, it began with a commitment to something greater than myself. Waking up at 3 a.m. every day to connect with my faith. It was about pursuing education relentlessly, even when the path was riddled with obstacles. It was about building a loving family, a foundation built on unyielding commitment and mutual respect. It was about mastering my craft, honing my skills, and striving to become the best version of myself, day in and day out. You, watching this right now, you've accomplished incredible things. You've risen above the average. You're part of the elite. You're the 1%. But let me offer a stark truth. Reaching the summit is not the destination. It's merely a checkpoint. Maintaining that position, continuing to ascend, requires something more. It requires a standard. A standard isn't a finish line, it's a compass, a guiding principle that directs your decisions, shapes your actions, and ultimately defines who you are. It's the internal commitment to excellence, the unwavering refusal to settle for mediocrity, the relentless pursuit of becoming the best possible version of yourself. I consider Dubai. They set a standard of audacious vision, of pushing the boundaries of possibility, of constantly striving for more. They don't aim for good, they demand great. They don't just meet expectations, they shatter them. That's the transformative power of a clearly defined, relentlessly pursued standard. Your personal standard doesn't necessitate external grandeur. It's about internal integrity. It's about identifying what truly matters to you. What are the core values that drive you? What kind of impact do you aspire to make on the world? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Perhaps your standard revolves around mastering your craft, dedicating yourself to continuous improvement, pushing your limits every single day. Maybe it's centered around cultivating deep, meaningful relationships, being truly present for the people who matter most. Perhaps it's about contributing to your community, making a tangible difference in the lives of others, leaving the world a better place than you found it. The inherent power of a standard lies in its personal nature. It's yours. It's the internal fire that fuels your journey, the driving force that propels you forward. It's the unique blueprint that guides you towards your own definition of success. However, setting a standard isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous process of raising the bar, pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, demanding more of yourself than anyone else ever could. Complacency is the insidious enemy of growth. Never settle, never be satisfied, always strive for more, continuously elevate your expectations of yourself. And perhaps most crucially, uphold your standard every single day. Consistency is the ultimate key. It's not about sporadic bursts of brilliance, it's about the unwavering commitment to excellence in every moment, every action, every decision. It's about embedding your standard into the very fabric of your being. Consider Steph Curry a true icon of basketball. His standard isn't simply about making shots, it's about executing under immense pressure, delivering when the stakes are highest. It's about finishing strong, regardless of the circumstances. It's about upholding his standard, even when facing seemingly insurmountable odds. Finish, execute. These words aren't merely actions, they represent a mindset. They form the bedrock of a champion. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards performance. It rewards those who execute flawlessly, those who deliver consistently, those who finish strong. This is your life, your unique journey, your singular opportunity to make a lasting impact. So I ask you again, what will your standard be? What will your blueprint for success look like? What course will you chart for your life? I implore you, don't just drift aimlessly through life. Set a standard, raise it relentlessly, uphold it with unwavering conviction. Live a life of intention, a life of purpose, a life of undeniable significance. Because the legacy you leave behind will not be measured by the accolades you accumulate, but by the standard you set for yourself and the world around you. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey, but I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on if I'm going to fall. I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test was 9 dots and you had to draw 5 lines with the pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big, but remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's important. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. And I know that's probably not a traditional message for a graduation ceremony, but hey, I'm telling you, embrace it because it's inevitable. In the acting business, you fail all the time. Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. Perfect role for me, I thought, except for the fact that I can't sing. I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition and the next audition and the next audition. I prayed, but I continued to fail and fail and fail. But it didn't matter because you know what? There's an old saying. You hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're gonna get a haircut, so you will catch a break. And I did catch a break. Last year I did a play called Fences on Broadway. But here's the kicker. It was at the Court Theater, it was at the same theater that I failed that first audition 30th fall. The point is, every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed, but do you have the guts to fail? If you don't fail, you don't succeed. You're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying to get something you never had. You have to do something you never did. Imagine you're on your deathbed and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential, the ghost of the ideas you never acted on, the ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? I just got back from South Africa. It's a beautiful country, but there are places there with terrible poverty that need help. And Africa is just the tip of the iceberg. The Middle East needs your help. Japan needs your help. Alabama needs your help. Tennessee needs your help. Louisiana needs your help. Philadelphia needs your help. The world needs a lot, and we need it from you. We really do. We need it from you young people. I mean, I'm not speaking for the rest of us up here, but I know I'm getting a little grayer. We need it from you, the young people, because remember this, you got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. Some of you are business majors. Some of you are theologians, nurses, sociologists. Some of you have money. Some of you have patience. Some of you have kindness. Some of you have love. Some of you have the gift of long suffering. Whatever it is, whatever your gift is, what are you going to do with what you have right now? Here's my last point about failure. Sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're going. Your life will never be a straight path. I began at Fordham University as a pre-med student. I took a course called cardiac morphogenesis. I couldn't read it. I couldn't say it. I sure couldn't pass it. So then I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. I was a 1.8 GPA, and the university very politely suggested that it might be better to take some time off. I was 20 years old. I was at my lowest point. And then one day, and I remember the exact day, March 27th, 1975, I was helping my mother in her beauty shop. My mother owned a beauty shop up in Mount Vernon, and there was this older woman who was considered one of the elders in the town. I didn't know her personally, but I was looking in the mirror, and every time I looked in the mirror, I could see her behind me, and she was staring at me. She just kept looking at me, and every time I looked at her, she kept giving me these strange looks. So she finally took the dryer off her head and said something I'll never forget. She said, "Young boy, I have a prophecy, a spiritual prophecy." She said, "You are going to travel the world and speak the truth to millions of people." And in the years that followed, just as that woman prophesied, I have traveled the world and I have spoken to millions of people through my movies. Millions who up till this day couldn't see me. Who up till this day, I couldn't see while I was talking to them. And they couldn't see me, they could only see the movie. They couldn't see the real me, but I see you today and I'm encouraged by what I see. And I'm strengthened by it. Because taking risk is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, remember this, fall forward. Stop being average. Ignite your inner power. We gather here today, not as a collection of individuals, but as a collective force, a symphony of potential waiting to be unleashed. We are here to dismantle the chains of average, to shatter the illusion of limitations, and to ignite the fire within each of us that yearns for greatness. I see you. I see the dreams flickering in your eyes, the hopes that whisper in your heart. I see the potential for extraordinary things waiting to burst forth like a supernova. But I also see the fear, the doubt, the whispers of inadequacy that try to hold you captive in the cage of mediocrity. I understand. I've been there. I've walked the path of uncertainty, stumbled through the darkness of self-doubt, and felt the sting of failure. I faced the biting winds of homelessness, navigated the labyrinth of educational challenges, and wrestled with the complexities of life. But through it all, I refused to surrender to the siren call of average. Because average is a lie. It's a construct designed to keep you small, to convince you that you are not worthy of more. It's a whisper that tells you to settle, to conform, to accept a life less than the one you were destined for. But you, my friends, are not destined for average. You are destined for greatness. The journey towards greatness begins with a single powerful declaration: I will never be average. Say it with me. Let it resonate through your bones. Let it reverberate through your soul. I will never be average. This is not just a mantra, it's a commitment. It's a promise to yourself that you will not be defined by your circumstances, your past, or the limitations imposed upon you by others. It's a declaration that you will take control of your destiny, seize the reins of your life, and steer yourself towards the extraordinary. The next step is ownership. I will take ownership. Own your mistakes, own your failures, own your triumphs. Ownership is not about blame, it's about empowerment. When you take ownership, you reclaim your power. You refuse to be a victim of circumstance. You become the architect of your future. I know some of you carry the weight of past hurts, the scars of trauma, the burden of experiences that were not your fault. I see you. I feel your pain. I understand the struggle to break free from the grip of those who have hurt you, to release the anger, the resentment, the bitterness that holds you captive. It's not your fault, but it is your solution. You owe it to yourself to let go of the past, to forgive not for them, but for you. Forgiveness is not condoning what happened. It's liberating yourself from the chains of resentment. It's reclaiming your power, your peace, and your future. It's about choosing to heal, to grow, and to move forward with strength and resilience. Letting go of the past doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing to no longer be defined by it. It means transforming your pain into power, your wounds into wisdom. It means rising from the ashes of adversity, stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever before. Some of you may be thinking, it's easy for you to say you've achieved success, but I haven't forgotten where I came from. I haven't forgotten the struggles, the sacrifices, the tears. I remember the gnawing hunger, the chilling nights, the constant fear of uncertainty. I remember the feeling of being invisible, forgotten, discarded. But I also remember the spark of hope that refused to be extinguished. I remember the burning desire to rise above my circumstances, to prove to myself and to the world that I was capable of more. And you are too. Each and every one of you possesses a unique set of talents, gifts, and abilities. You are capable of achieving incredible things, but you must believe in yourself. You must cultivate the unshakable conviction that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are destined for greatness. I challenge you to push beyond your comfort zone, to embrace the discomfort of growth, to step into the unknown with courage and conviction. I challenge you to set audacious goals, to dream bigger than you ever thought possible, to reach for the stars and refuse to settle for anything less than the moon. And for those of you who have already achieved a measure of success, I urge you to remember that the journey doesn't end there. Complacency is the enemy of progress. Don't allow yourself to become stagnant, to rest on your laurels, to settle for the status quo. There is always more to achieve, more to learn, more to become. You are not defined by your past successes. You are defined by your hunger for growth, your thirst for knowledge, your unwavering pursuit of excellence. You are a work in progress, a masterpiece in the making. Embrace the journey, embrace the challenges, and embrace the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Remember the mantra, I can, I will, I must. I can because you are capable. I will because you are determined. I must because the world needs your gifts, your talents, your unique contribution. We are not just individuals striving for personal success. We are a collective force, a community of dreamers, a tribe of achievers. We are the architects of a better future, the builders of a brighter tomorrow. We are the change makers, the innovators, the leaders who will shape the world for generations to come. So let us rise together, hand in hand, heart to heart, and declare to the world we will never be average. We will take ownership. We will rise above our challenges. We will achieve greatness. This is our time. This is our moment. Let us seize it with both hands and create a legacy that will inspire generations to come. Let's eat it up. Let's enjoy it. Let's make our mark on the world.